Hello beautiful people, my name is Jane and welcome to today's video. Today's video is very special to me because today I am talking about my channel. My channel recently turned a year old. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the things that I have learned in the 1 year that I have been on this journey. This is not me doing research or me listening to other people talk about their channel. No, this is what happened. This is what it has been for me since last year when I started my channel. So the information I'm going to be sharing are relatively new. So for everybody out there that is thinking of starting a YouTube channel, you already have a YouTube channel, you're struggling, any of those things, like we're in this together. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, my experiences with you guys in today's video. One of the first most important thing that I have learned is that you need patience, right? Before I started my channel, when I was doing research, I was watching other people's video, listening to them. They mentioned you need to have patience, but I didn't really get it at the time. I didn't really get just the amount of patience that we're talking about, right? So it hasn't been easy. Like I thought that, okay, I'm going to be patient, right? But eventually this thing is going to, right? But it didn't necessarily happen like that for me. So one of the first things that you need to know if you're thinking of starting a channel is that you need to have patience. If you're not a patient person, this is going to help you practice patience. The second one is that YouTube is time consuming. Like you don't expect to get the best out of your channel if you don't put your best into it. If you don't take your time to grow it, basically. I know most of us, like myself included, when I first started, I thought I was just going to make good videos or make videos and just dump it here. And it will be like, okay, bye. Like it was just to make videos, edit and upload. And I thought that was it, but that's not it. You need to know how to make videos. And even before you start making videos, there has to be a lot of research that will go into you knowing what topics to talk about, what it is exactly that your audience are looking for. Because if you don't know what they're looking for, you're just going to be moving around in the dark, not knowing what is what, basically. So first, before you even set up your camera and you start shooting, there's a lot of research that has to go into it. Because there are so many contents on YouTube, like yours has to stand out. And how do you do that? By knowing your audience. That's not where the work stops. Now you have to think of the best way to shoot the video. It's a belief that you have to be hyper for your video to be engaging on YouTube. And it's true. I mean, to an extent, it's true, but it's not everybody. If you're not a hyper person and you're forcing yourself to be hyper, what will happen is that your video will seem forced. So it's better that you're yourself, yeah? I mean, put some finesse into it, put some work into it, put yourself into it, but don't deviate from being yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else exactly. Even if you think or you feel like that person is a success story and you want to be successful, I get it. But whatever you learn from other people, also try to infuse yourself into it. Find other ways to make your content engaging, but be creative about it. Be yourself about it. That's very important. You can use your phone to shoot. You can use your phone as long as you set up well and you know how to do post-production, that's editing. It will help you a lot. So if you don't know how to edit videos, it's one of the things that you should learn. It will go a long way in helping you on YouTube, being able to edit your videos. Which reminds me, there is something I learned recently that I'm going to start doing. But I've seen other people that do it and I see the difference between videos that have that and videos that don't have that. So please stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to mention what that is at the end of this video. If you don't have the money from the very beginning to invest in gadgets, there are ways that you can make the most of the ones that you do have. Your phone, a little tripod and a microphone that you can afford, and good editing skills. You're going to need these things. Even if you don't need any other thing, these things you're going to need. You can use natural light for now. You can do a lot in post-production as well. That's why I mentioned editing. But lighting is also very important. It gives your video this quality, if you know what I mean. And when you post videos, don't just post them and walk away. Monitor your videos. Look at your analytics. Make use of that. Pay attention to each video. all the videos are not going to be the same. Every video is going to be different. You paying attention to this would help you understand what you're doing right and what you need to change and what you need to do better. Looking at the engagement, maybe people are watching your video and it gets to a point and they stop. If a lot of people are stopping at that particular place, you need to know why that is, and you need to know what you need to change about that. What is it that happens at that point that makes people lose interest or makes people feel like there's nothing else you're saying that they want to hear? So all these things are very important and you need to pay attention to them. I forgot to mention thumbnails. You need to also pay attention on how to make very good thumbnails. Most times people click on your videos just because of the thumbnails. So it has to be inviting, it has to be interesting, and it has to be engaging. So maybe later I'll still make a video on how to make very good thumbnails and all this stuff. Very important. The next one is every channel's journey is different, is unique. Yeah. In as much as you need to do research, you need to pay attention to other people, what other people are doing, so that you can learn from them and take from them and add to what you already know. Don't copy any channels, whatever, exactly the way it is. The fact that it's working for that person does not mean that it's going to work for you. What I mean is take from other people, take from other channels, other content creators, add it to what you already have. But whatever you're learning from them, try to make it your own. When you learn from them, modify it to fit into your personality, to fit into your channel, to fit into what you're trying to achieve. So don't just copy it. When you see they are doing this, you just start doing it. Because most times before you start hearing about these channels, they're already blown, they're already big. So you don't know what it was from them when they were still very small, when they were still beginning. Most of these people, you watch their videos today, they are making exceptional, perfect videos. But if you go back to when they started, most of them don't even leave their first video on YouTube. Once they make it, they become successful, they start removing this not so perfect content from their channel. So don't expect yourself to just start perfect. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. Understand that there are levels to this. You grow. It's a gradual process. But the most important thing is that you're growing. That you're not where you were when you started. But there has to be changes. Nobody starts perfect. So start with what you have, but always have it in mind that the goal is to improve. The goal is to get better. So learn from other people, and what you learn, take it, modify it, make it your own, use it to grow yourself. The next one is you're going to think about quitting. I thought about quitting, right? Okay, let me tell you my story. I started my channel. I was very diligent. I dedicated my time. You know, I told you guys that it's time consuming. It is time consuming. When you're being very diligent on YouTube, think of the time that goes into writing the script for your videos. First, researching the topic that you want to talk about, time that goes into that. After your research, you start writing the script for your videos, the time that goes into that. And then you actually work on setting up to shoot your videos, finding the right angle, the right place to shoot in your house or wherever you're shooting. And then you shoot. Most times you spend the whole day shooting because you want to shoot a quality video. Now you're done with shooting, now you have to go into post-production, you have to edit the videos. That's another time. So you edit the videos, then you upload, right? So after you upload, you have a few days before you have to come up with another content. When I first started, I used to post videos 3 times in a week. That's 3 videos in a week, including shooting, setting up, and doing all those things. So it was not easy. It was very time consuming. So I was putting in all this effort, all this time, and my channel was not going anywhere. Like it was not going well for me, right? It was like I was lost, like nobody knew I was there. I was doing all these things, but nobody knew I was there. And at some point, I felt like I'm really wasting my time and I need to do something else in my life because there are so many other things that I'm abandoning, that I'm not doing because I'm doing this. And this is not going anywhere. So it was not encouraging at all for me. And I got to that point where I felt like, you know what, I really need to take a step back. But I don't know what I should say miraculously. I went somewhere, right? When I was thinking that, okay, I've had enough, I'm done, I'm not doing anymore. I went somewhere, I was on my own. Then this girl walks in and she starts talking with the guy there about YouTube. Apparently she was also a YouTuber. And she was talking to the guy about it, about how difficult it's been and all the things that she's doing. And for me, it was like a sign because this is what I'm going through, right? And then there she was talking about the exact same thing that I've been going through. But it's not just about talking about the problems, but she's also talking about solutions, things that she was doing now and how that is making a whole lot of difference for her. I was just there. Like, I was just there. And in that moment, I decided I was not going to give up. In that moment, I decided I was going to try and find solutions, try to find ways to make my channel better. I chose to take that as a sign that I shouldn't give up, and I didn't give up. And what I did was start looking at the things that I'm doing wrong, or things I think that I should improve. Also, things I didn't know that I needed to learn. That's why I'm still here to be talking to you guys about what it was for me. If not, I would have given up since. In fact, I almost give up, but here I am. Right? So the next one is, so if you're out there and you're thinking of starting a channel, there's that possibility that you get to a point where you will feel like this thing is not making sense. I'm just wasting my time. And then you will think about quitting. So when you get to that point, don't quit, right? Rather think of solutions, think of things you need to change, things you need to improve. So you keep going, all right? The next one is you need help, right? Just like I said earlier about instead of giving up, and I started thinking of things I was not doing right and things I needed to change. Truth is, you need help. There are so many things you need to know. One of those things, one of the most important things that you need to know about is SEO. You need to know because there are so many contents on YouTube, so many that people can choose from. And to make yourself stand out, you need to be able to optimize your videos. Search engine optimization, you need to be able to know how to do that. When people search, when people are looking for content to check out on YouTube, you can be able to appear, right? So you need to learn SEO. SEO was something I didn't know. Like, I had to look for help, and it was people that helped me and taught me how to do it. And it has done marvel, like it has done a lot for my channel. Affiliate yourself with other YouTubers, people that know what is going on. Next one is, if you get to that point where you feel like you're stuck, you're not going forward, you're not going back, you're just stagnant, you're just in one place, instead of thinking of what you need to do, new things you need to do, think about things that you're doing wrong that you might need to change. Because most times it's not because there are things that you need to add to what you're already doing. Most times it's not that. It's just that there are things that you have that shouldn't be there, and you need to remove those things for you to be able to do better, for you to be able to make better content, for you to be able to grow. So sometimes instead of thinking, okay, what do I need to add? What do I need to look at what you're doing and see whether there's always an improvement to be made. So look at what it is that you're doing and see ways that you can improve those things. The ones that you need to remove, the ones that you need to keep, and the ones that you need to modify. So that will go a long way. That will go a long way in helping your channel. So always look inwards. So before, when I didn't know what that was, I was making mistakes. Let me just put it that way. I didn't really know what it was I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing, basically. Let me put it that way. I didn't know what I was doing. So there are so many things that could be harming your channel. There are so many things that you could be doing wrong without you even knowing that you're doing it wrong. That's why I said, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to affiliate yourself with other YouTubers. Most times, when you're with people that know more than you know, you tend to learn new things. And with the things you learn, you see more clearly what it is that you're doing wrong, or the things that you're doing right that you need to continue doing the way you're doing them. But there is always something that could be better. There is always something that could be improved. That's just the truth. So affiliate yourself with other YouTubers. Get to know other people. Listen to other people's stories. Collaborate. I always say this. There's another video I made before that I also mentioned how good and how important it is to be able to collaborate with other YouTubers. And especially the upcoming YouTubers, like new YouTubers that are still struggling, going through the same things that you're going through. So if you're surrounded by people like that, you can affiliate yourself with them, learn from them, grow together. They also have other YouTubers that are already established and they would want to collaborate with you. Awesome. Get to know them, get close to them, collaborate. Anything that helps your channel be seen, be known. The last one is winners don't quit and quitters don't win, right? When you're starting out, when it's, you're just starting a YouTube channel, don't measure your success. Don't give yourself a time frame or a timeline to start making money from YouTube. Don't do that. You're only going to hurt yourself, okay? So don't give yourself, okay, I give myself 2 months to start making. No, I give myself 1 year. No, I give myself 6 months. No, unless you have plans to scam your way through it. But if you're going to make it, don't measure your success. Just focus on getting better, becoming a better content creator. And if eventually at some point it's going to happen for you, at some point you start making money from your videos, awesome. But don't give yourself that, don't put so much expectations or so much on yourself that you're just working towards that. It's going to take away the whole experience, the whole point of you being a content creator. It's going to put too much strain on you as a person. So don't do that. Don't do yourself like that. But just let it flow, grow, learn, improve. And like that, before you know it, you get to your destination. So I hope these things I've shared. What else have I learned? I think there are so many other things that I was not able to mention in this video that I've learned, but one of the most important ones is patience. And it's also going to cost you money. I think I forgot to mention that, but you don't just, YouTube is not just me and my content. No, it's going to cost you some money. It might not be a lot of money, but at least some bucks will have to go into it, into buying gadgets and all those other things, depending on what you have to spend though. Like, you don't have to go over and beyond, depending on what you can afford. It's time consuming. Okay, so another very important thing that somebody told me about, this one I didn't learn, but this is somebody that watches videos on YouTube almost all the time. She's the one that told me about it, is that she engages more with short videos. Like, I know this video is short, don't criticize me, I have a lot of information in it, but she most times when she goes on YouTube to search for a particular information, maybe tutorials or other things, she often starts with the shortest videos. So in as much as you want to make long videos, unless you can't afford to make it shorter, but if you can do that, if you can like break your videos into parts, into short videos, but you post consistently, people also engage with that more. That's why it's like most times all these short funny videos on YouTube are often going over and beyond when it comes to views and stuff. Unless you cannot say everything you want to say in a shorter video, then you can make long videos. There are also people that don't mind, but most times people tend to watch short videos till the end and long videos not so much. And also don't forget to use timestamps. Timestamps is also very important, especially when you're making long videos. If you're going to be making long videos, you need to use timestamps. Timestamps is you breaking your videos into parts. So even if a person does not want to watch the whole videos, they can skip to the parts that they want to watch. And that way they still watch your video instead of leaving it and going to the next video. And also make very good use of your description. There's so many information, that's where your SEO and all those things come in. There's so many information that you should be adding to your description. So make use of that. And also don't forget to use tags on your videos. Tags also help you rank higher when it comes to search. So these are all things that I've learned. If I find that there are other things that you guys would want to know about, I'll try and make a second video on that. Probably a shorter video because I can see that this one is very long. So thank you guys for watching this video. If I think of other things that I've also learned, I'll be sure to make a part 2 of this video. But for now, I think those are the essential ones that I have learned. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah, about the thumbnails, and yeah, what I promised you guys I was going to mention at the end of this video that I recently learned about is adding funny clips in between your videos, especially when you're making, because I know people engage more with funny content. That's what I've learned, that's what I've noticed. I don't know whether that's true, but we see tutorials, and then because people are always looking for information, but also funny content. Most people really engage with short funny content. So even as you're making serious videos that are long, try to infuse funny clips in between. And one of the places where you can download funny videos, funny clips is from Pixels. I think pixels.com or something. I'm going to put the name on the screen when I'm editing, so you guys can check it out. So when you're editing your videos, you can try to put some and have fun, even as we're talking about something very important. So that's what I was going to tell you guys. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching it till the end. please feel free to share it. Share with other people you feel like they should see it. I really appreciate you sharing this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.